Hey there, collective. Let's get a reading, okay? We're going to start with tarot just to see what's in the energy and see what direction we're going to take this message in. I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's cold and wet and rainy where I'm at, so my nose keeps running. But anyways, still grateful. All right, Spirit, what is the energy of the person that this message is for? Okay, so your energy is the Wheel of Fortune, collective. Good luck. The wheel is turning for you, okay? You're at a turning point in your life. You're going through some changes, right? But this is fated. These are things that are, you know, part of the plan here. Maybe you've had some ups and downs. Someone you've been dealing with could have been unpredictable, right? Who are you dealing with? Or who are you closing a karmic cycle on? Let me get one more. Six of Wands, right? Justice. Hold on. Okay, so you're ending drama is what you're doing, right? The who of the matter is maybe someone that this could be you closing the cycle on your shadow self. Not closing the cycle on your shadow self necessarily, because you can't do that. But, you know, dealing with your shadow, okay? I feel like you're gaining victory and justice over a past karmic cycle that had a lot of drama and a lot of endings. This is a card of endings, but it's also a card of rebirth, right? And what you're ending is drama. People, whether it's your own dramatic ways that you used to operate in, or just people in your life who feed off drama, okay? You're no longer interested in defending your beliefs, right? Your truth is your truth, and you don't have to defend that, right? Maybe in the past you felt like you had to defend yourself in order to be seen or recognized or to get your justice. But what you've learned here is you don't have to defend yourself. All that's being asked of you is to surrender, you know, surrender and accept. Accept what's your truth and surrender everything else. Yeah, you're stepping into your power and your authority. Whoever I'm talking to is Emperor energy. You know what's right for you, right? You are in power, you are in authority. Like your what's right for you may not be right for the next person, and that's okay. You don't have to defend that. This is what I feel like you're learning, or you have learned, and this is what's calling in justice for you, is releasing dramatic people from your life, releasing your own dramatic triggers, not feeling like you have to defend yourself, and not forcing someone to see you for who you are, right? That's another thing. Like, you can't force someone to recognize you. Or you can't force, it's like you're learning not to be forceful in your ways, right? If people want to be there, they'll stay. If people want to go, let them go, right? Holding on to someone who is resisting is a recipe for a disaster, right? And so maybe that's what you're recognizing in this situation. You're no longer holding on to resistant energies, dramatic energies. And as you see this about your shadow self, right? Your shadow self may used to feel like you had to control and hold on, and you know, drama equals love, and if it's not dramatic, then it's not really exciting, right? Like, you're having to face that shadow aspect of yourself and say, okay, I'm ready to give that part up and replace it with my power and my authority. So when you're being triggered by like dramatic responses, right, you're not really in power. You're not in control. And you're battling for control. You're trying to control. You're fearful. You're worried. You're trying to manipulate the different situations in your life to be how you want it to be, and that's you wanting to hang on to control. But in that process, you really are giving up your own power and authority. Your power and authority that comes in, that just allows you to be, despite situations, despite what you can or can't control. Like, just allowing yourself to be complete, be whole, be content with self, with your life, with your circumstances, knowing that there's always, the wheel will always turn, right? So let's talk about shadow and light attributes. So if this is your reading, what is the shadow? What was your shadow self? So this is like what you've had to, during your dark night of the soul, this is like what you've had to recognize about self. Fear of union, right? So your shadow self was afraid to be in relationship, or even, you might not want to believe this, but even being afraid to surrender control to the divine, right? By trying to hold on to things the way that you expect them to be, it's like not surrendering to the divine. Really, that's a result from you being afraid of being in intimate union, okay? Being in intimate union with others and letting go of control. I just keep hearing letting go of control. So whoever I'm talking to, you're going through a purification, right? You're finding your light. You're realigning your heart and your spirit with your true self at this time. You're no longer battling for recognition or holding on to resistant energies. You're claiming your power and your authority. You're claiming your justice, and this is your rebirth, okay? You're having to see the parts of yourself that reacted in certain ways because you were afraid to release control, right? It's like following the going down the rabbit hole of self, right? Following, where's the seed of this me needing to control things? Where's the seed of this anxiety that comes up when things don't work the way that I expect them to work? What is the seed within myself of that reaction, right? Why am I feeling this way? What is the emotion? Where does this stem from? And then you trace that all the way back to something within self that your shadow, you look at it and you say, okay, I see what this is now. I see why I do this, or I feel this way. It does not feel good. So I no longer choose that. I want to plant a new seed. It's a conscious effort, it's called self-awareness, right? A conscious effort of seeing it for what it is, no longer battling or trying to hold on and, you yourself being in resistance to what the universe is trying to tell you. It's surrender. It's literally surrendering and saying, okay, I see you, shadow. I see you, triggers. I don't want this moving forward. I'm ready to ascend. I'm ready for my rebirth. I'm ready to allow what flows to come in, and whatever's been resistant, I see it for what it is and I release, right? Yeah, storyteller. So you could have been the type that, told yourself the worst case scenarios, right? What are the stories you're telling yourself here? Do you have the ability to express yourself through, symbols and signs? Are you paying attention to symbols and signs from the universe? Are you seeing those things that are here to encourage you and guide you in how to release and what to release, and the things that you got to face, whatever fears you need to face? Like, are you following those signs? Are you, are you still in your shadow aspect? The shadow is saying whatever stories you tell yourself about others, about yourself, there's negative stories. They're worst case scenario stories. Expecting the worst, always expecting the other shoe to drop, right? Do you see that pattern within self? And if you do, can you release that pattern? This is what you're being asked to look at if this is your reading. And it looks like you are, because you're stepping into your power and your authority. You're claiming your justice. You're no longer, you're going through a rebirth when it comes to resistance and drama. So congratulations. Take it if it fits, leave it if it doesn't. You got an offer coming in. You learned the lesson.